see you guys again.
Good to see you, bud.
Y'all know I'm lying. But I'm saying it with a smile.
That's what we like about you.
Yeah. There was that motivational video circulating around social media yesterday that you supposedly showed to the team. It kind of wasn't like a traditional, a bunch of hits and touchdowns, more about the legwork that goes into that.
Well, at this point, that's all this team has, is the work that they've put in since January 6th, and that was what it was all about. We haven't accomplished anything. We put in a lot of work. Now let's find out who we're going to be.
Who were you today?
For the defense.
For today? Oh yeah, it was good. For what the guys had going in today, the install that was going in today, the guys did a great job with it. They've been working on it all summer. I mean, the defensive guys have. They've been doing it on their own. They knew what was going to happen today. They knew what the install was, and those guys have taken care of themselves and they prepared.
What are the primary things you're looking for in the first day of camp?
Today, you're looking for recall. You're looking for what guys look like as they're running around. I mean, you're looking to see what the freshmen look like, because this is the first time we've seen them, move around. So it was interesting to watch. And then you want to just see great effort today and great attitudes, and we want to see that every day. That's what I just talked to them about. I want to see this on practice 16. I want to see the exact same thing that I saw today. So if we can be consistent through camp, then we'll be a much better football team.
What did you like from Mike Hughes today?
He's very athletic, very, very athletic, can run around, make plays. Worked at corner today, broke on the ball really well, and made some plays today.
Coach, a lot was made about off-season workouts. Was that noticeable today on the first day?
Oh, I think so. I think our guys right now, I can tell you, they can run with anybody. I mean, they've run, and they're like greyhounds. They can go. They can go all day. And so Lou and his staff have done a great job with these guys over the summer.
You said a few weeks ago that it was Mark Reese's team now. In what ways do you see him maybe carry himself a little differently or take that leadership role on this day as opposed to maybe a year ago?
Well, I didn't necessarily just see it today. I mean, that's been happening all off season, all summer, everything. I mean, he just knows that he feels like it's his team, and he's stepped up and he's got more confidence. When you have more confidence, everybody wants to follow a leader that's confident, not one that doesn't have confidence.
In what ways do you feel like the experience is going to help this team this year?
I hope we have more wins. That's the idea, that you learn from the mistakes you made, you learn from the adversity that you've had. And this is what we talked about with this group of seniors. They've had a lot of adversity in their 4 and some of them their 5 years of being here. And hopefully we'll learn from all of that.
A couple of the things that jumped out: the size up front defensively, obviously bigger than a year ago, and the second offensive line looked more like a first unit physically.
Yeah, and we're starting to get more pieces of the puzzle, and this is, going into today, this is the strongest team we've had since we've been here. So, these guys have bought in, they've committed themselves in the weight room and in the summer and doing the things that they need to do.
Quinshot obviously had a rough last snap of 2014. How is he looking? Is he getting back to form?
Well, it's just great to see him out here. He's making plays and caught the ball. I don't think he's in any kind of shape to be able to go and play a game. I think he found that out today, but he was able to play, had no pain, and was able to run around and make some catches. It was nice to have him back out there.
Is it just a matter of him getting back into conditioning, or are you concerned about him being ready for the first game?
No, I'm not concerned. He'll be in condition by then. There's no doubt. I mean, it's just with the things that he's had through the summer, they've held him back quite a bit, and so now it's just working himself back into game shape. I don't worry about Quinshot. He'll make that happen.
With 5 starters returning on the offensive line, how much depth, though, do you have in case one of those guys goes down?
Well, we got some young guys. We've got some young guys behind them. I mean, we don't. I said we got some of the pieces of the puzzle put together. We don't have all the depth that we want, but the guys that are back there are quality kids. They just don't have the experience right now. So we'll see what happens.
Coach, obviously, how much does having a guy like Landon on there with that younger kind of guy, how much is that like a steadying force for that offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got a lot of reps. I think he's played probably. Him and Quinshot have played the most reps of anybody on this football team. He's got well over 2,000 reps on live reps in games. And so just to have a guy that's been there and been in the heat through the whole thing, had to overcome things. I mean, that is a comfortable feeling for the rest of those guys up front, that they have a guy that can lead them.
How much of a sense of urgency do you guys have? Only a few weeks before the first opener, you still got to get the defense installed.
We're running out of time. You can't tell yourself that lie that you got plenty of time, because you don't. We don't have plenty of time. We're running out of time. So there is a tremendous sense of urgency in what we have to get accomplished between now and then.
Where are you right now with Kendrick and Brandon at tight end? How far, especially Kendrick making the switch over?
Oh, he's done a nice job. I mean, we worked it all spring, so it's not a factor for him. I mean, and Brandon did he did a really good job. So really, I mean, we feel comfortable with those two guys right now. Now we're trying to develop the other two to make sure we can find another guy that can get in there.
Malik was out here working today. What is his status?
Yeah, I've reinstated him for practice right now to the football team, and we're going to wait to see this thing play out, and then there will be obviously consequences in the future.
He was with the 2s preseason. He was listed with the 1s. Is that part of the consequence right now?
I didn't pay any attention to that. Gene and them put those guys out there, so I have no idea what it was.
What's the thought process behind letting him practice right now?
The thought process? I mean, I've reinstated him to the football team right now. He was out for, I don't know how many days.
2 weeks.
And then, I'm waiting to see the thing play out, and then then I'll make a decision on what's going to happen from there.
Coach, any particular freshman catch your eye today?
It was not any of them that are brand new except Mike Hughes. Tyson and Britt, those guys that were here in the spring that have done some things with us. I mean, those guys, they look like they've been with us. The other guys didn't look like they were struggling, But I mean, it's typical. That's what I told them after practice. Some of them looked like they hadn't played the game before. Couldn't catch the ball, can't get in a stance, and can't run a route. But that's the way it is. I mean, and the more comfortable they get, and as they start relaxing, they'll help this football team.
How does Ryan Swisher need to kind of elevate his game? We talked a lot last year about really working on routes and those types of things. But where's the next step for him?
Well, he still has to take all of that. I mean, you can always continue to get better in all of those areas, but also just understanding, the nuances of coverages and how you get open in coverages. Because really, a guy like him, he really should never be covered. He really shouldn't. And if he understands the nuances of the coverage and how he fits into the route and the concept, he's going to get open.
Good. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys.